Hi, my name is Jerick Sandoval. I'm going to school for radiologic technology, and this is my speech about why biodiversity could be our sixth mass extinction. Well, to get it started, it's in the air. It's within the deepest part of our oceans, and it's also on the highest peaks of our mountains. It's biodiversity. Our planet consists of the majority of our lives. It's our planet, we live on it. And on this planet, what makes it go round is biodiversity. Biodiversity is ultimately an invisible net that connects all of its beings, alive or how it affects one another, connected. Ultimately, it's like a net. As one species ends up getting disconnected, it loosens the net. What this ends up doing is it ends up affecting the ecosystems. So basically, as one animal dies off, it ends up making the ecosystem unbalanced, and it doesn't allow the ecosystem to flourish as it once did until something's able to fill its role. Unfortunately, a lot of our animals are dying off at an extreme rate compared to previously, which is not allowing the ecosystems to catch up how they once were doing naturally. Biodiversity, in a simpler way, can be seen in farms. Have you ever wondered, why whenever you pass a farm, there isn't just one type of plant or crop? It's not just because of the economy. It's due to the fact that if you have just one type of species of whether it's livestock or crops, it can lead to that species ultimately being eradicated. If you have only potatoes within that farm and they're all the same type of potato, let's say rustic potatoes, and there's a disease that goes around throughout the whole farm and it affects one potato, it's gonna eventually spread to all the potatoes. But if you have a farm that has carrots, potatoes, and apples, that disease that's affecting the potatoes is no longer gonna affect the carrots or the apples, which means that even if you lose a part of it, you're not gonna lose everything, which is biodiversity. It is the fact that even if one system goes, if one organism, if one animal dies off, it can still support itself until something goes and fills that role that it was initially filling. What could lead, or what is the issue with biodiversity, is the fact that they are dying off so fast. So the way that can affect us is because if you have, or since we have bees, as the bees continue to die off, we don't have something that could fill that role, or at least not as efficiently, which means that we could go into that sixth extinction due to the fact that we don't have something that will be spreading the pollen or spreading seeds. It's ultimately not going to be efficient. But there are ways to combat it. So the ways that we could combat biodiversity or combat the diminishment of biodiversity is by planting more seeds that are within the area. We could build bird boxes, we could build bat boxes, just so that we have a way to support our ecosystem, even if not directly. This allows them to flourish. This allows them to live better lives, to increase that biodiversity, because you're increasing their livelihood within your area. Now, even though those things may seem small, it ultimately builds up. So basically, even if it's just something within your hometown, if we all collectively do that, it's gonna start affecting cities, which is gonna in turn start affecting our country and our world. This isn't something that is only gonna affect us on a small scale. It is something that's affecting us worldwide, in the oceans, in the mountains, in your hometown. So I know this could be a lot, and I know it isn't something that is frequently taught. But I hope this pain and suffering, the beauty that is our planet, I hope it all does affect you, whether it is negatively or positively. I hope that you did learn something and you want to make the change, you want to be the change. Some other ways that you can make the change is by looking at the laws that are being put in place within your state and looking at laws that we are allowing to be put in place within our nation. That is something that, although not directly, it will increase our ability to help biodiversity.